Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. Today on 5 Minute Licks, we're going to talk about Neil Schon and Journey, because why haven't I talked about Neil before on this channel? What an amazing player, what an inspiring player. Lyrical, he's tasty, he's got great tone, he's played on some of the best rock songs ever written. Journey, one of my favorite bands, I think they were a bit of a guilty pleasure for a lot of people for a long time, but all the Journey fans can be out in the open now. Journey are amazing on every level. In fact, I think that if I had to be transported in time and morphed into somebody's body for some historical moment, it would probably be into Neil Schon's body during that Live in Houston concert, because, that is some top tier stuff. So yeah, no surprise, I love Neil Schon. He's one of those guys I listen to and I want to play guitar. What more can you say about it? And he's still going, he's still as good as ever. Neil Schon, national treasure. International treasure. Anyway, let's talk about the kind of ride-out solo he plays on Who's Crying Now on that Live in Houston concert. Specifically, the hook, as I would describe it, up around, fret 15. This song is pretty much all just diatonic A minor, but Neil really elevates it to another level. Basically, what he's playing over there is that keyboard riff, which is essentially A minor, F major or F major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7. And, if you're handy with your fingerstyle, you could put together a little A minor and a G triad over the A note and get this. That's really, really fun. So he's just playing over that. And what he does is he tucks into some classic bends, but like I said, he kind of elevates it. Just the phrasing, the time feel, his tone, his vibrato, it's all so good. Basically, we're going to be pedaling on a high G, so fret 15 on the high E string. Go ahead and plant your pinky there. With our ring finger, we're going to get fret 15 on the B string, that's a D note, and we're going to bend it up by a tone, hit the pedal tone, and then release the bend down to the unbent note, down to the D, and hit the pedal tone again. So the first bit is this with a clean sound. Then we're going to move down to fret 13 on the B string. You guessed it, we're going to hit the pedal tone again, and then it will be fret 12 on the B to the pedal tone. All up. He plays that 3 times and he puts this really tasty little tag on the end. And you can either think of that as a really subtle vibrato or a precise semitone bend up or down. When you add some grease to all of that and you try to put as much soul as possible into it, I think that's a great thing about Neil's playing. He can shred and burn with the best of them, but he just plays with so much soul at all times. We get this. The variation on that would be he would replace that B note with a bend on the pedal tone. So this is kind of the secondary version he plays. Which is kind of trickier than you would expect. I find the best way to practice this is obviously take it slowly and just work on laying out where the notes are, but then chuck the track on and just try to put yourself in the moment. Try to put yourself in Neil's shoes. Imagine you're in this giant arena. You've got this godlike guitar tone and you're just going to go for it. And sometimes I think it's really easy to lose kind of sight of the spirit of a solo like this, where everybody is going to play it differently. It's about putting all of your spirit and all your soul into it and just, throwing caution to the wind and having a crack at it. Sure, if the bend's not 100% accurate, you can get away with it. Add some vibrato to it, add a wah, that's always a good cheat code. Neil's vibrato and bending is so great, but he developed that over years and years and years of kind of playing like this. So yeah, Neil is an inspiration. That version of Who's Crying Now on the Live at Houston concert is fantastic. All of that is fantastic. And yeah, go and listen to some Journey for the rest of the week and try some of these bends. If you're a kind of beginner or intermediate player, this is a great way to get some extra bending under your fingertips and really start to master that technique. If you consider yourself quite a seasoned player, this is still pretty tricky and is well worth having a crack at to just appreciate how tasty Neal Schon was. I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay safe, be good to one another. I'll see you next time. Thanks.